Hello everyone, my name is Anomalous. Welcome to the Enhancement Shaman PvP guide for Legion. This video is going to contain 3 parts: talents, honor talents, and artifact build. But before I start with that, I want to say a few words about Enhancement Shaman. Enhancement Shamans endured a significant change when 7.0 hit, as well as most of the other classes. The question was, of course, is it viable? Now I'm gonna hit you with great news right from the top. Not only it is viable, but it is more stable than ever before. That means less clunky and clustered, which was the case from the beginning of time for us enhancements. I would describe it as well organized and controlled chaos. Cause we are exploding on people, guys, and you that have been watching my videos only got the glimpse of it. We can get from 100% HP to 0 in like 1.5 or 2 seconds. So, let us get prepared in order to do it right and feel that beautiful sense of control when we start melting people in rated matches when this season hits. Alright, first order of business, talents. Tier 15 talents. You have a pick here between the two, Balder Fist and Windsong. Third one is just not viable, I dare say, because the entire gameplay revolves around Stormstrike and not Lava Lash. So, if you go with Balder Fist, which is the more popular one, you get 5% increase crit chance and 5% increase overall damage you deal for 10 seconds. This attack is rather strong, so it deals a decent amount of damage, apart from generating Maelstrom. It really provides you with great constant pressure on the target, and it is my personal favorite. Windsong on the other hand, is a burst-oriented talent. It gives you 35% increased attack speed for 20 seconds, and of course deals around 120k non-crit damage. I recommend it for arena matchups when you want to burst the target down in a short period of time. It has a 45-second cooldown. It's not long, it's not short, but you can't use it as frequent as Balder Fist. Tier 30 talent. Here you will use Rainfall in most cases. You will put it down on the ground when you fight, and it will prolongate your life and increase the chance to be victorious in battle. Of course, it heals all allies, not just yourself. Windrush Totem is a talent you want to use in arenas against comps that have a lot of roots, such as Mage or DK comps. For level 45, you will most likely use Lightning Surge Totem, in BGs especially, when you can stun multiple targets. But for example, when you're in arenas and you play with a stun heavy class, such as Rogues and Demon Hunters, you may want to opt in for the other two. Earth Grab Totem can really mess up Rogue's opener or any stealthies that tries to open you from melee range. Voodoo Totem is a new spell they've given us. It replaces Hex and it's instant, so it makes easier to CC. But once the target leaves 8 yard radius, the effect fades. I see it being used regardless, either as chain CC or just to disrupt a target enough to land a kill on the other one. To be honest, we did have a problem CCing with Hex, especially when we're under pressure with casting and faking, etc. So I look forward to using this talent. The remaining primary talents, and I say primary because we have a whole new set of talents to unlock at max level, are set in stone, for now that is. Hailstorm, level 60 talent, gives us additional damage when we use Frostbrand, and we will use Frostbrand at all times. Tempest, level 75 talent, gives us 2 charges of Stormstrike when it procs with Stormbringer, and like we said, Stormstrike is our main source of damage. Level 90 talent, Crushing Storm, enables your Crash Lightning to deal AoE damage, so you get 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say. Don't have to worry about using another spell for AoE. So just for you guys that don't know, it's a new spell, and you use it, Crash Lightning, you use it for both cleave and AoE damage. And finally, Ascendance. You get into a Super Saiyan, generating 10 Maelstrom per second and annihilating your opponents, especially when Stormbringer procs. I mean, even Jesus can save them then. Moving on to honor talents. Honor talents are the new set of talents that were introduced in the new expansion, and you're able to unlock them at max level. Now, to unlock them all will take some time, so be patient. If you find yourself losing in BGs, queue up for arenas, as it gives you similar if not more honor points. That being said, let's take a look at specific talents for Enhancement Shaman. First tier talent is the same for every class, and it gives you some sort of freeing effect from movement impairing effects. We have Gladiator Sanctum, that is the same as Trinket in previous expansions, Adaptation, and Relentless. I suggest you use either Gladiator's Medallion or Relentless, since Adaptation doesn't give you on-demand free. Now Relentless doesn't do that either, but it reduces all CC all the time for 25%, and Adaptation will just free you one time from CC that is longer than 5 seconds. Of course, high-end players may find some use out of it, but for now it is really better to have on-demand free. The third Relentless you use when you are facing the comp in arenas that has enormous amount of CC, and you find yourself sitting in CC for, I don't know, a minute or so, if you trinket first one of them or one of them. So making them 25% shorter can get you in game faster. Second tier talent is also a defensive one, and we have here Hardiness, like Tom Hardy, which makes you take 20% less damage when you're above 80% HP. I suggest using this one when you have a healer, and in general in situations when you know you won't take that much damage. Reinforced Armor is sort of a PvP resilience, and I suggest it for solo encounters, BGs, duels, and any plays that you are soloing and you want to survive longer. Sparring is the third talent of the set, and it will save your ass against melee opponents, since it has 20% chance for physical damage melee attack to deal 50% half the damage. The third one is a real treat for us, and we have here some pretty awesome totems. Sky Fury Totem, the first one, gives us increased critical strike effect by 30%, and not just us, all allies around 40-yard radius. So in simple words, our critical strikes and our allies is 30% higher. In translation, burst on the horizon. Second one is called Counter-Strike Totem. My personal favorite. It deals 100% damage back to the lowest HP around 20-yard radius when they do damage around the said radius. In translation, they burst you, jokes on them. Third one, Wind Fury Totem. I suggest for RBGs. It gives 40% chance for allies to generate 3 extra attacks, so you can imagine the pressure when you enable this to your team. Fourth set of honor talents is also a defensive one. First talent called Purifying Waters. So when you purge a target or when you're dispelled, you're healed for 3% of your HP. This is great against Resto Druid teams when you have a lot of dots to purge. Again applies the saying 2 birds, 1 stone. You attack and you defend at the same time. And that is the true beauty of Shaman, one of the reasons I love this class so much. Second one is called Spectral Recovery. It's amazing for kiting. So when you run in your wolf form, you're healed for 3% every 2 seconds. Third one is called Ethereal Form. It's some sort of a bubble, and it will help us survive the OP Demon Hunters since it gives us immunity to all physical damage for 15 seconds. You're of course unable to attack and have reduced movement speed. The next tier revolves around spread pressure, cleave damage that is. First and third talent are actually cleave, and what they do is they do damage to 2 additional targets when you hit the primary target with Storm Strike. Difference is the first one called Fork Lightning. It hits 2 furthest, while Ride the Lightning hits the 2 nearest targets. I suggest the first one, Forked Lightning, to be used for BGs and RBGs, and the third one, Ride the Lightning, for arenas. The third talent, the one in the middle, is actually an enabler for you to sit on the target. It increases your movement speed by 15% and the damage by 15% done to that target after you hit it twice in a row with Stormstrike. So this tier is, so to say, Stormstrike collateral damage. In addition, this talent called Static Cling creates a hold on the target, and these effects only last when you are in 15-yard radius from the target. The last tier of the Honor talent build brings us Bloodlust to arenas and battlegrounds. It is, in my opinion, a go-to talent. It is called Shamanism, or Shamanism, I don't know how you pronounce it, and it has a 45-second cooldown. In addition, it affects one friendly target, not all around you like the regular Bloodlust did. I would maybe go for leader of the clan in RBGs, again to empower your allies with Stormlash, additional 3 that is. Artifact weapon build is another set of perks that our artifact weapon provides for us, in our case the legendary mace called the Doomhammer. Here you see a tree of perks with various ranks, etc. Now the item level will not be important in PvP, so I presume the item level of Doomhammer won't matter to us. However, these perks, especially the 3 big ones, will play a role in PvP as well. So, what do you want to do as PvP oriented Enhancement Shaman? You want to get this perk, Unleash the Doom, as soon as you can, since it's the best for us PvP wise. Now as you can see, I fucked things up with this little perk. I pissed away my artifact power on this little perk. I did not know better. It's not a bad perk, it gives 20% increase damage with Wind Fury. It's not a bad perk at all. But the priority is first of all to get Unleash Doom. And you do it by following this path. Right here. Like this. So don't spend it on Wind Surge like I did. This should be your priority. I don't know how fast we PvPers are going to make artifact power if we don't farm PvE, that is. But I know at some point that the whole tree will be full. But for now, let that be your guide. So you want to have Unleash Doom first of all, following this path right here, and from there on you can go, I don't know, Wind Surge, Wind Strikes. That's 2 very good perks. Well, this is it for this guide. I really hope it helped you, and I have to say I enjoyed making it as much as I enjoyed playing Enhancement Shaman in the first place. That being said, I will make a lot more videos, especially when the season hits, and I plan on making some mini guides in addition, since the expansion just started and there are a lot of things left to unveil themselves. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time.